In early 2023, the government of Kenya mandated a national review of Kenya's peace-building architecture. The review seeks to help the Kenyan government and society understand how conflict risks in the country are changing and propose innovative strategies to help the country adapt.
As a country, we've had our fair share of security challenges, particularly around electioneering period. Now, we had just come from an election which was peaceful, something that was unprecedented in the context of the Kenyan situation. And we looked at that as a perfect opportunity to just look at the infrastructure or the peace-building architecture that exists within the country. And it was a perfect opportunity for us to just have a review, in the sense that we were doing it at a time when there wasn't conflict.
In 2014, there was a sessional paper number 5 of 2014 on national policy for peace building and conflict management. That was the first. Of course, there were many other initiatives, but that was the first recorded initiative towards peace building and setting up a legal framework for it. Then down the line in 2023, there was need to review that sessional paper that now necessitated the creation of the independent panel of advisors, and they were mandated to review what was discussed in that sessional paper number 5 of 2014, among other terms of reference.
Kenya's peace-building architecture encompasses a comprehensive framework that includes policies, laws, dedicated individuals and organizations, all working collectively towards preventing, managing, and resolving conflicts with the ultimate goal of achieving sustained peace.
National Peacebuilding Architecture Review, which is looking at the future of peacebuilding and sustaining peace in Kenya, by Kenya, for Kenya, to make sure Kenya stays at peace and continues to develop.
The review process engaged a diverse group of stakeholders, including Kenyan citizens, the United Nations, the private sector, the National Security Council, the government ministries, civil society organizations, faith-based organizations, and the media.
And upon request from the government of Kenya, we helped design this peace-building architecture review, which really looks at the entire peace-building system as a system. Individuals, institutions, dynamics, leadership, how does it work, when does it stop, etc.
A 13-member independent panel of advisors were commissioned to carry out the review.
The panel of advisors comes from independent people representing the different sectors and different regions of the country. And we have been involved in collecting information from grassroots level. We have already done 33 counties where we held focus group discussions and one-to-one discussions with different people to get the views of the different people and different sectors on what is required in terms of building our peace structure for the future.
Rarely do we have state and non-state actors coming together to do this kind of work. So obviously, through this partnership, all of us, own the process, and whatever product will come out of this process will be beneficial to all of us, and all of us will have something to pick from the review process.
This kind of implementation will be packaged in a report and disseminated as wide as it could get. And at the end of the day, we will want the best for our country, a country that is founded on peace and prosperity, star we were to.
Independent panel found that Kenya's peace-building architecture has exemplary mechanisms for early warning, conflict prevention, and reconciliation. However, in solving conflict risks, it also found that long-standing conflict drivers remain present in Kenyan society, and that new stresses brought forth by the effects of climate change and new technologies pose additional challenges toward peace in the country.
We have issues about also negative ethnicity, tribalism, which is a big problem in our country, cattle rustling. These have been existing challenges to peace building. We have contestations around elections. Every election cycle, there is a problem. Candidates don't accept the outcome of elections. They mobilize their supporters. We had a peaceful election in 2022, for example, but the aftermath now is escalating into maandamano and other, challenges. Why?
Adding to this complexity is the shrinking international funding for peace building activities.
Je, mfuko wa peace building uko wapi? Maanake hata mzee wa mtaa mwenyewe anaweka baraza, ujue hana huo mfuko. Hii peace building iweze kutoa mfuko wa kuendeleza mazungumzo ya amani. Maanake amani ni mazungumzo. Mimi na wewe tukizungumziana, tunaweza leta amani, tunaweza leta natija.
I would appeal to the young people that don't shy away from being part and parcel of peace building. Even if you only make one step at a time, you will be playing a very major role that you and your children will, enjoy in the future.
The review process is now completed. It proposes a set of 34 recommendations to His Excellency the President of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, on a strengthened and re-energized institutional architecture for peace building in Kenya. These 34 recommendations are meant to bring strategic coherence and introduce subsidiarity to peace building, which is well coordinated and funded, that is also capable of addressing emerging challenges such as climate risk, digital threats to peace building, and of course violent extremism.
Mambo ya amani tumekubaliana ya kwamba Kenya hii ni yetu sisi zote.
As the delegations in the New York embark on negotiating a pact for the future, Kenya is proud to present what we believe is practical and a living example of practice that can make important contribution to peace that responds to the Secretary General's new agenda for peace. We are here to present with an independent review of Kenya's peace building and conflict prevention architecture. Our hope is that it will inspire you to make a similar effort, learning from our experience. All countries, no matter their economic or political status, would benefit from increased peace building.
I believe the information that you have given, it will go far in enhancing peace in Kericho County, in our sub-county, and also in the whole of Kenya. For we are one people, and we must embrace one another, love one another, live as one people in one country.
This is our country, and it's only us who can build it. It's only us who can create the kind of peace that we want. That's why we talk about amani pamoja.